Well, that was awkward. Should we just go to sleep? This is what usually happens when things don't go to plan in the bedroom. So what should we do? When things don't go to plan in the bedroom, I'm going to give you 2 tips, things that you can start using straight away. I'm Shay, I'm a men's coach. I help men to have intimacy without the awkwardness. This is a highly uncomfortable situation. Whether it is someone knocks on the door, whether it is there's some pain or discomfort, whether it is that we go from this to this, there are many different ways in which things may not go to plan in the bedroom, but we have a choice. How do we react? Either we roll over and sleep facing away from each other the whole time we're thinking, oh my God, I wish the bed would just swallow me up right now. Or let's say we're interrupted, it can feel frustrating. There's then this frustration energy around it and not being able to get back into the flow. The first tip is to lead. It is going to require a leader in this moment to say something, to do something differently rather than just rolling over, facing away from each other and going to sleep. A leader is the person who addresses the situation, who offers the option to try something different. What do I mean by that? Well, that brings me on to the second tip, not giving up. So many times, there's so many guys that I have spoken with, especially when it comes from this and this happens. You know what I'm talking about. We think that's it, it's game over, it's done, have to throw the white towel in. No, there are still so many options on the table. And often what we do is we reduce everything down to whether one part of us is working in the way that we expected it to or not. It's normal for things to fluctuate in that department during intimacy, but there's a whole other 95% of us that can be game on still. So when things don't go to plan, the most important thing I can say to you is don't give up. Don't give up overall on believing that you can have the kind of intimacy that you absolutely want to have. And secondly, more in the moment, don't give up just because one thing didn't work. It's okay to address it and say something like, don't know what's going on there, but actually, is it okay if we can do this? Or could we do some massages? Or could I go to this part of you and spend some time there? When we give up, it's like we've been defeated. There is nothing to be defeated. It's just what we think. Well, actually, there is something to be defeated. It's our mind and where our mind goes to in that moment. So when things don't go to plan, be the leader and don't give up. There are still so many other things that you're able to do. If this has been helpful, then in the comment section below, you'll see a link to my weekly newsletter where I share the tools for men to have intimacy without awkwardness.